Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. It's Josh here from Atomic Cards with your next Rise of the Floodborn unboxing, and it is the second of our two starter decks. So if you haven't seen already, we've just put up the Amber and Sapphire deck. So that is the first deck. We've just done that earlier today. But now we have got the next deck, which is the Amethyst and Steel one. So do go check out that video to see that deck, and then come back and watch this one to see this deck, or do it afterwards, whatever you'd like to do, and then you can pick which one you prefer, or maybe just buy both and you can see. But we have got this one, and this features Merlin and Tiana on it. So you go, here's the whole list from the side of the box. This is everything you're going to get. As you can see there, look, lots of different Merlins. Few characters that you will recognize, and you can see at the bottom there it says part of a previous set. So some of your characters here, Prince Eric, look, and Lilo, both got those little stars by them, so they were from chapter 1, whereas the rest of the cards, there's some of the others, Cinderella up there, most of the cards will be from Rise of the Floodborn. So there you go. What are we going to get in here? You're going to get these two, Merlin and Tiana, as foil cards. So they're not promos like they would be on like a Pokemon deck or anything. These are regular foil cards that you can get in the set. But these are $17.99, £18. So you do get 3 foil cards in here because you get these two and you do get a booster pack. So these are a good way to pick up some of the foils. And the cards are also main set cards. So it is a good way, even if you're not going to use this to play the game, it is a good way to pick up some of these cards. So you will get in here 1 starter deck of 60 cards, including 2 foils, 11 damage counters, 1 paper playmat, 1 paper tracker token, some game rules, and of course that extra booster pack like we said. So there we go. Let's get into this one, guys, and see what it's all about. Do let me know in the comments down below, guys, if you've got one of these decks, what you think of them. If you picked up any of the Rise of the Floodborn decks. Also, what decks were you using for the first chapter? Do let me know down in the comments below. So there's our deck. We'll get into that in a bit. We've got a booster pack as well. We'll open that up soon. And then we've got the rules and everything there. So those are your damage counters and your lore tracker. Like I said earlier, Lorcana trying to be as plastic free as possible. Here is that playmat. Yeah, you've got deck, cards in play, discard, inkwell. You know, both sided, so you can be right or left-handed. And then here are our rules. So quick start rules. And we looked at this earlier. We're going to look at it again. Slightly different because it's got different symbols on, but it's exactly the same piece of paper. And it's exactly the same pretty much as the ones from set 1 as well. So you've already read them or you are familiar with the rules. You can probably skip this bit, but I'm just going to put them all on the screen so you can pause it and read them if you need to. And you've got a little bit of information about the cards there. Now set up your game. And then on the other side, we have got all the main playing the game rules. Everything that you need to know. We do have plenty of these leaflets lying around at Atomic. If you ever want to come in and play a game. Obviously on Friday night we were very busy. Lots of people in opening packs and playing the game. Right, let's do the booster pack first, I think. So here we go. Here's that booster pack that we got. Let's open this up. See what's in here. So you've got this this card on the back. There's 4 of these to make up a nice little picture. It's also got a QR code on the back here. You can go to the app to learn how to play the game and see a full list of all the cards that are in the set. We did open up the Illumineer's Trove yesterday, so if you do want to go and check out that video, we do go through the player's guide as well. That shows you all the cards, so you'll get to see that. But yeah, that's what that is. And then here are the cards from the pack. So we'll start with the commons. We've got Blue. You've got Ray. Nothing to Hide. Adora, Kuzco, and the Magic Broom. So they are our common cards. Then you've got Donald Duck as an uncommon. Sardine Can as an uncommon. Rapunzel. Mulan is our first rare card. Gaston is our next rare card. So he was the main character from the decks we opened earlier. He was one of the foil cards we got. And then, oh, okay. Not expecting this. This is Snow White, and this is an enchanted card. So these cards are the 12 secret rares you get from the set. So if you look down here at the bottom, this is 206 out of 204. And this is one of those secret cards that we don't know about. That is really cool. Very nice Snow White there. And this just shows you, we will get a lot of questions like, can we get these enchanted cards in any pack you can? So you can get them in the starter decks, you can get them in the troves, you can get them in the gift sets, you can get them anywhere. And there you go. That is a Snow White enchanted card. And that looks very, very cool. I like that. There you go. We will pop her at the back there, and I will put her in a sleeve as soon as we have finished this video. But I'll pop her at the back so we can see her there while we open up the deck. Okay, so this then is the deck that we've got. So we will get into this one. Nice paper packaging rather than the plastic. And then these are going to be your two foil cards here on the front. You've got Merlin. Oh, no, that's Chip. There you go, and Tiana. There are two foil cards. Just got one from each of the two glimmers. So Merlin here. He is your Amethyst. And Tiana there, she is your Steel. So let's pop them two at the back, either side of Snow White. And then let's get in and have a look at the rest of the cards. So we've got Chip the Teacup. This is quite a standard card. Only costs 1 ink and is inkable as well. So a standard card, Chip the Teacup. Always got to have plenty of those in any deck. Dr. Felicia. Again, fairly standard, but he's 4 ink. But he is evasive. So only characters with evasive can challenge this character. Hey. Now this is a very pretty card. I do really like this. Obviously he's Dreamborn, so we've had a normal Storyborn hey in the first chapter. This is then his Dreamborn one where he's dreaming of these extra angel wings and the extra tail. Looks really cool. Very, very nice card. And you've got he's back. When this character is banished in a challenge, return this card to your hand. So if someone does banish this card, he just comes back to your hand and you can play him again. Hey, just never quits, does he? Kuzco. So we got one of these in that booster pack that we got. So how many Kuzcos do we got? We've got 3. So you can have 4 of any card in your deck. So if you did want to add one of these in, you could. You don't have to take a card out because with Lorcana you can have a minimum of 60. So you can have as many as you want, but you probably want to take another one out. So if there's something you like less than Kuzco, you can add an extra one in now that we got him from that booster pack. And he's fairly standard. Look, he's 2 ink to use. What's his ability? When this character is banished, you may draw a card. But that's always good. We do like card draw, especially Amethyst, where they've got Dr. Facilier and everybody there. So Madam Mim. This is our first Madam Mim card. I think there's a couple in this deck. When you play this character, banish her or return her. No, let's start that again. When you play this character, banish her or return another chosen character of yours to your hand. When you play this character, banish her or return. Okay, so when you play the character, you can choose to either banish her or return another chosen character of yours to your hand. So if you wanted to play her and banish her straight away, you could. Or you can put another chosen character of yours back into your hand. So if you had someone who was heavily damaged, you could just bring it back to your hand and then play them again. Or if they had an ability that was good, only triggered when you played them, that would also work. And then Rush, this character can challenge the turn they are played. So they don't come in wet, they come in dried, Madam Mim. So yeah, that was her as a fox. You've then got Madam Mim as a snake. When you play this character, banish her or return another chosen... Oh, it's the same. So when you play this character, you can banish her or return another chosen character of yours to your hand. So the same as the other Madam Mim, but this time she's a snake. And yeah, now we've got the start of the Merlin characters. This one is a crab. So when you play this character and when he leaves play, chosen character gains challenger +3 this turn. So they get an extra 3 strength. So on the turn you play him, and when he leaves play by whatever means, whether he's when he's taken off the board, so if he's banished or returned to your hand, you can then get +3 or challenging. So that's probably where the Madam Mim will come in. So you could then return this Merlin back to your hand when you play Madam Mim, meaning that then you get a challenger +3 on a different character, and then you could just play him again and get another +3, and then keep that kind of loop going, Merlin and Madam Mim. So yeah, you got a couple of him as the crab. What's the goat doing? When you play this character and when he leaves play, gain 1 lore. So again, you can keep playing and returning to your hand, playing, returning to your hand. 3 of them. The rabbit. When you play this character and when he leaves play, you may draw a card. So again, keeping him coming back and forth. We've only got 1 rabbit though. Only 1 of the rabbits. And a squirrel. When you play this character and when he leaves play, look at the top card of your deck. Put it on either the top or the bottom of your deck. So another one that works with that Madam Mim card. Okay, so then we've got freeze, exert a chosen opposing character, so that just turns him on his side. So if your opponent has decided that they don't want to attack this turn and just want to keep them all their characters face portrait, you can exert one and then you can challenge them. But this was obviously a set 1 card, EN1, so we've already seen freeze as an action. I'm Stuck is a new action with Winnie the Pooh, so chosen exerted character can't ready at the start of their next turn. So you can combo up freeze and I'm Stuck. So you're exerting someone and then they can't unexert at the start of the next turn, so then they can't do anything in the next turn unless of course they have an ability or an action. It lets them. And then we've got Beast. So this is the start of our Steel Glimmer cards. Beast. And Beast, this is the other playmat. So you can see we're using the Winnie the Pooh Honey Wizard playmat. This is the other one. I preferred the Winnie the Pooh one, so that's the one I got. But yeah, the Beast is the other playmat. And you're not welcome here. When you play this character, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character. So choose a character, deal 1 damage to it. And that is then when Ward would kick in. So if you had Ward on a character, she couldn't be chosen. There you go, there's the Beast. Benger, when you play this character, you may banish chosen item. So when he goes into play, you may banish someone. Well, an item, not someone, not a character. Cinderella, when you play this character, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. So yeah, you get to draw a card and choose one of your cards from your hand to discard. Eli LaBeouf. Very generic Eli LaBeouf. Hercules, again, another quite generic one. Cost 2 ink, 1 lore. He is inkable, which is good. There's the pile. Kronk. So Kronk has resist. A new ability that's come in for Rise of the Floodborn. Resist +1, so it means that damage dealt to this character is reduced by 1. So if, say, the opponent had Hercules and he attacked Kronk with 2, it wouldn't do 2, it would only do 1. Or if Kronk attacked Hercules, then it'd be the same. The damage dealt back to Kronk would only be 1. What's the second one? During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may deal 2 damage to chosen character. So if Kronk banished Hercules, he could then do 2 damage to another character. So we could then do 2 damage to Eli LaBeouf as well. Okay, Lawrence. When his character has no damage, he gets +4 strength. So at the moment he has 0. So if someone attacked him, if someone challenged him, he wouldn't be able to do any damage back to them unless he had no damage on him, when he would do 4 back. Got a couple of them. Lilo's, this was a first chapter card, Lilo. Prince Eric, again, first chapter card. Got Prince Naveen. 3 of him. The Huntsman. Whenever this character quests, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. So you get to draw yourself a card and then, choose one of your cards in your hand to discard. The Prince. So the Prince is a bodyguard. This character may enter play exerted. An opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose one with bodyguard if able. So basically, if the Prince is in play and your opponent wants to challenge one of your characters, it must first challenge and banish the Prince before it can challenge anybody else. And of course, the Prince also has resist +1. So if the Huntsman wanted to challenge the Prince, it would be pointless because it would do 1 less damage, which would be 0. So there would be no point. So here's the Prince. Tiana. So this is your basic Tiana. We have, of course, also got the foil Tiana. Yeah, that's the basic Tiana. And then we've got Last Cannon. Arm yourself. So it costs 1 ink. Banish this item. Chosen character gets Challenger. +3 this turn. So they get 3 extra strength while they are challenging. And then we've got the Mouse Armor as our last card. Chosen character gains resist +1 until the start of your next turn. So there you go, guys. That is what you can expect from that Steel and Amethyst deck. Obviously, very happy to have got that Snow White Enchanted in that deck. Was not expecting that. But there you go. Do please leave us a like down below, guys, if you have enjoyed the video. And do consider subscribing to the channel. We do open up all the Lorcana products, as well as other TCGs, Pokemon, Magic as well. So yeah, you can then see when we do those videos. But thank you all for watching, guys, and have yourselves a great day.